could see at the beginning, yeah. So that's the invis. That's what we have to deal with right now in the game. If you play it every day like I do on a constant basis, that's literally what you have to deal against every game of Crucible. We went from a game like D1 where supers and abilities were a bit much, but made the game so fun. When you think about Destiny 1, you think about a game that you felt like a mini-god. You felt powerful. You felt like you were a strong entity or warrior that had these superpowers like Sunbreaker or Storm or even any supers, to be honest. You felt like you were a beast. You felt like you were awesome. But no supers were this, like, broken. Nightstalker in D2 is not the Nightstalker in D1 where it demanded a certain amount of skills level. Not a lot of people could play like Nightstalker to its fullest potential in D1. And when I'm saying fullest potential, you can say, oh, Nightstalker was easy to use. What are you talking about? Look at guys like Luminosity, Saint Shadestep. The dude was a god with the Nightstalker, but he was playing it like nobody other's business. But the dude was playing on Nightstalker and had the skills to play well on Nightstalker. And that's what's really effed up in D2, is the fact that now Nightstalkers is not about skills. It's about a crutch. A invis cloak crutch. It's not even about, okay, like I'm gonna outplay this dude with my shade step, and then I'm just gonna jump in the air, shoddy him, and then, oh, I'm gonna turn the other way and outgun the other guy, and then like throw poison, try to... Nah, it's not about this anymore. It's about, oh, I'm gonna go cloak and sponge half of his super and then run off. And 90%, like, I am... Like, we're not seeing too much numbers from Bungie this time around. And that's one of the things that frustrates me. Because at D1, I remember seeing every patch when they were nerfing something, they were showing off a graph of how much a certain thing was abused of. Like when Juggy Shoddy was abused of, I remember them showing off a graph that showed off that, holy schnoodle, that there was a bunch of shoddy infested servers, matches, name it. And now for D2, they're just nerfing it and they're not showing off anything. But if you play every day, may I add, if you play every day, you don't need to see the graph because it is 90% Nightstalkers. If somebody says, oh, that's not true, dude, I have countless photos of rooms of 7 Nightstalker versus my poor little Storm. Imagine if they weren't nerfing the invis, how Rumble would be. Rumble would be just a Nightstalker server. Don't even try to go in it. It's like if you're trying to go into a pit of death, it's a Nightstalker server. And like you might as well just not even touch it. But now at least we're getting some clear view of what this patch is going to be, and I think it's toning down the Nightstalker a bit, which I'm very happy about. The Nightstalker did not need a nerf on any other things. People are calling either, there's two type of people. They're like, okay, nerf it to the ground where it's unusable, we don't want to see it no more. No, Nightstalker was not a problem in D1. The matter of fact, the real reason why it's a problem in D2 is because you have no aim assist when you point at them when they go close. Neither they take damage. Those two things are the reason why Nightstalker in D2 is just just broken. It's just broken. You can't do damage to them, so it's literally, okay, as soon as I go cloak, I get invisibility for 5 to 8 seconds, and I activate God mode, which I cannot get damage at all. So it's broke. Like, it's literally like dim. It's literally like Bungie's just giving them a cheat code for free. Here, like, just have fun. You know, it's just not fun to play against. It might be fun for somebody that loves Nightstalker, and since D1 he's been playing Nightstalker, and now he's like, my class is super easy to use now. Fuck it. You know, it's just to a point where, and I want you guys to take it this way. All right, I'm not a Nightstalker guy. All right, and I play it right now because I have no choice. I could go the other classes, but why would I? Why would I literally throw myself a brick in my bicycle tire, break my legs, trying other things when this is the shit we have to deal with? But it's all coming up to an end. This Nightstalker crutch is coming to an end. And I'm sorry if you're the one Nightstalker like in D1 where you had skills to play that class, and now you had to resort to playing Nightstalker in D2 this way. There's still people using Nightstalker without Jester. There's still people using Nightstalker without having to use the crutch, the cloak. But they're so rare because why not use it? You know, it's an ability and it's given by Bungie. Why not use it? So at the end of the day, it's finally coming to an end. We're still going to have to deal with it for 1 second. Like, the thing is, people don't read correctly maybe, or like some people maybe didn't point this out. When they turn to cloak, it's still going to like affect for a second. Like that 1 second they go cloak, they're still not going to take any damage, or the aim lock is not there anymore for that 1 little second, if I read correctly. And then you can start doing damage to them and all that kind of stuff. The way it should have been. I don't mind if it's like a second, it's like for them to get the fuck out of the damage. Okay, I understand. Sometimes there's a fucking fist of havoc somewhere. It's like, well, I just want to bail out of here. Okay, yeah, sure. Just have that 1 second to save your ass. Because the shade step maneuverability, okay. But when it lasts the full 8 seconds, like right there, you see? Even if you try to aim at them, it's like if somebody's hitting your damn gun with a hockey stick and saying, nope, nope, you're not getting this kill. You know, it's just brutally stupid. I don't know why Bungie came, like, they just added this shit to this game. It's like, okay, like on top of all these errors, I'm just gonna put this. It's like, that's mighty fun. Yeah. But anyways, it's coming to an end. On March 27th, Nightstalkers are getting in my opinion, a significant nerf. And a well-needed one too. If you're a Nightstalker watching my channel, you know I'm a Warlock guy. But you know at the end of the day, if you watch my videos every day, you know I still play every class. I still play Titan. I still play Hunter. I love every class. The only thing is, everybody has to admit that Nightstalkers were a little bit too much at the end of the day. But it's coming to an end. So now we might see an increase of diversity, like different classes, different abilities. I hope that we see Golden Guns again. I hope that we see Arcstrider. Arcstrider's getting a significant buff. If you're a Hunter guy, Arcstrider is going to be so fun. So fun. I'm not even a Hunter guy, but I still play, when I go on Hunter, I play normal Crucible, because on Trials, you have no choice playing Nightstalker right now. But when I go play Crucible, I usually run Arcstrider over Nightstalker. It's less sweaty, but I mean, right now, to be honest with you guys, it's still sweaty Crucible or Trials. Some people are like, oh, I don't want to touch Trials because it's the Nightstalker Fest. Well, to be honest, dude, like go play Crucible and I have countless of photos of just Nightstalkers. It's everywhere. There's nothing you can do. But I usually play Arcstrider, so I'm pretty happy that Arcstrider's getting a significant buff. To be honest, Arcstrider was one of the most overhyped supers before the game came out, and it's literally not seen. You probably see it once or twice every 5 games, maybe. And in Trials, you maybe see it maybe once in a full run. So that's quite like underwhelming for a super. The same with Dawnblade. Dawnblade, if you see a dude playing with Dawnblade, holy shoot, like it's super rare. Dawnblade's getting a buff too, by the way. Dawnblade is getting a buff too. So, I mean, if you're one of the 2 players, like 2 kind of subclass players, well, rejoice. Dawnblade's getting a buff. That Icarus dash, if you were a guy that liked it, the Garrison in D1, well, the Garrisons might be the good place. It might be in a good place after this patch. So let's hope that Dawnblade gets a good buff, because it's not seen right now at all. The same with Arcstrider. For Titan, I mean, Sentinel, I see it a lot. Like, some people are saying, where's the Sentinel love? Well, to be honest, I see the Sentinel quite often. Even this weekend, I was playing Trials, and I saw the Sentinel quite fair often, to be honest. It's like the suppressor nades, the neutral gain, the force barrier, and all that kind of stuff is still there. It's still good, and plus you get the bubble or the super, you know, the roaming super. So I mean, I think Sentinel is still in a good place, like, but it's over. How should I say? Like the Striker or the Sunbreaker overshadows it because of their dominant supers. I think in D2, I don't know who had the bright idea of creating a Striker Titan Roman super. I just don't get it. It kills the fact that Sunbreaker was the Roman super. The same with Sentinel. Like, I just don't get the fact that, okay, every class has his Roman super, or maybe 2, like Dawnblade and Storm and Arcstrider, and like you can say Golden Gun is not a Roman super, but it still goes around a little bit. Don't get me wrong. It's they nerfed the durability of that super. They nerfed it to the ground, I think, but I think that in D2 there's the Titan has too much roaming. Like the Striker in D1 was a strong super, was really annoying because it was a one-shot to everything, but it was a one-shot. If you used it and screwed up, well, just too bad. And Voidwalker stayed like that. Kind of have no choice, to be honest. Unless you're using the first tree, those little Axion darts, okay. But the thing is that now it beats the purpose of using a Sunbreaker because the Striker is just so strong, so fast, and has so much armor, and it one-shots pretty much everything for 5 or 6 times. I don't know where Bungie was going with the Striker in D2, but in my opinion, it was a bad decision for the Striker. It stops everybody using Sentinel or Sunbreaker because it's like, This class has double nades, shoulder charge. When using super, I can shoulder charge up to 5 times and insta kill, or Fist of Havoc and insta kill everything and take out every super except for the cloak right now. OP. But yeah, like, I don't know. It's kind of weird. The second we ran out of medals gameplay. But yeah, at the end of the day, March 27th is going to mark a huge day. A turning point, in my opinion, for D2. It's either, I don't want to say make it or break it, but it's strong on that. It's strong on. So yeah, March 27th, I cannot wait. I can't wait for this patch. I can't wait for being able to use snipers without being a bobblehead. I'm so glad that they could fix this flinch stuff. When they said in the last update that the flinch was hard for them to fix because of like art stuff, I was like, oh shit, man! Don't tell me we'll have to go 3 years without you even showing a little bit of sniper love. You know, I'm a shotgunner guy. But I still like using snipers. I have a nasty sniper clip coming soon, and like it's like a highlights of the Alone as a God sniper, and it's super fun to play with. So I can't wait. I mean, I don't remember if this is gonna be in the March update or the May update, but still, at least that's coming around the corner. That's another thing that I know streamers and big players for D2 were kind of like on the fence about. It's like rocket spamming. That's a big problem right now. Like I hope that Bungie kind of toned down on the rockets and the colonies and the swords. Like those three things is to a point where it's like look coil, like it's rockets all over the place. Or Acris. I'm a shotgunner guy, but Acris is just another level. You can take out all 4 guys with one shot. Like it's a power weapon though. Like that's the thing. Some people will say, okay, it's a little bit too strong as a shotgun, but like people complain that they want exotics that matter. Acris is an exotic that matter, just not in PvE. In PvE, I feel like there should be more ammo in the reserve and more ammo in the mag. For many other weapons too, snipers need to be hell of a lot stronger PvE. I think they're getting all a buff though around, so I mean that's gonna be good. I think they're buffing the PvE damage for those weapons also. Yeah. So yeah, March 27th is gonna be a good update, guys. I can't wait. I mean, it's much needed. It's much needed. As much as people say, oh, like, I'm gonna miss Nightstalkers and stuff like that, there's not a lot of people that say it, but I believe it or not, I know some Hunter guys that say it, because they love Hunter, and they're like, oh, like, Hunter's the king class right now, and they don't want their crutch to be taken away, and I understand that, like, your class is shining right now in Crucible, you know, but it's not shining for the right reason. Every Hunter class in D1 demanded a certain amount of skills. And the players that played the Hunter class in D1, like my buddy Jig or my buddy Ace and Ricky, many other players like Cephalor, all of those guys were skillful players. Like they love challenging themselves with skills and all that kind of stuff, and they like the look of the Hunter too. But in D2, it's like they said, the Nightstalker is just given a bad name. It's just invis this, invis that, and it's just not fun anymore. It's not like when you play it as a Nightstalker, you kind of like you feel like a god, but when you play against it, you just hate the damn class because it's just too OP. And that's where. You know when people say something, like sometimes like something's OP, and it's like they use that word a little bit too much, and sometimes something's not really OP, and people say it's OP. Right there, this is really OP. If you want to know something like that's really OP, it's like the Mythal class when it came out, the Prometheus Lens, Nightstalker with Cloak. Those kinds of things are OP. That's the real significance of being OP. But I know I rambled a lot in this video. I'm sorry. I mean, it's been a while since I did a video like this. I just sat down and I said to myself, today I want to release a video about talking about this patch that's coming out. So at the end of the day, I'm sorry if I ramble in this video, but I felt like I needed to vent out about the Nightstalker situation. And there's other things that should probably be vented out, like the fact that, you know, some people, I mean, you can see it clearly too on Twitter that some people are just so damn negative about D2. And I understand, D2's not perfect. It's really not. It's nowhere near what D1 was. Grind, name it, it's nowhere near it. But for me, I take it this way. I'd rather play Destiny than playing other things like that I would not love doing. If I at the end of the day, if I still have fun uh, playing the core gameplay, you know what I mean, all that kind of stuff, the supers, and that's one of the things that I like about Destiny. It's supers and like the way that your guardian looks and all that kind of stuff, and I think that's what's keeping me attached to this game. If not, I could just go and say fuck it. I'm just gonna go play Killzone. I won't even fucking give myself a headache doing this. But to be honest, I just like the fact that you can choose how your character looks. You can mix match your pieces. You can, there's so much things that I like doing in Destiny. As a shooter guy, when you play this is the new benchmark for shooters. As much as people don't want to admit it, shooters nowadays, you need to have these kinds of things. You see a new Call of Duty coming out and it dies within a month. Why? I'll tell you why. There's no strikes, there's no raids, there's no competitive trials thing every weekend. Yeah, okay, I'll take that back. There is a competitive scene in Call of Duty. My bad, there is. But I mean, like, strike-wise, all that kind of stuff. Look, they just came out with a social space. Like, 10 Call of Duties down the road. They were the ones that should have been probably coming out with that a couple years ago. Before even Destiny 1 came out. But, nah, they didn't. And that's the thing. Destiny innovated first-person shooter markets. Nowadays, if you want to be a first-person shooter game, you almost have to like take something away from Destiny. It sounds stupid, but it's just there, you know. The supers. Look at what Black Ops 3 did. Took some supers abilities and all that kind of stuff. Look at what World War II did. Took the social aspect of it. That's the thing. Shooters nowadays, look at Division. It's rising up. Look at Destiny. Look at Anthem. Look at what Cyberpunk supposedly is like a MMO shooter from what certain rumors are. I don't know how true it is, but from certain rumors, it is. That's what it is. So we can only take this and say, okay, like as much as I hate what Bungie did with D2, I really do. Like compared to what D1 was, it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard replacing Destiny. As a shooter guy, as a shooter fanatic, and in the gaming world right now, there's not much. There's not much that compares to D1. Let's say D1. All right, there's not much that compares to it. And some people will say, okay, like, you know, the gameplay mechanic is not all the same in D2 than D1. Okay, yeah, that's true. That's true. But I'll still play D2 before I'll play World War II. I'll still play D2 before any other shooter right now on the market. Maybe I'd say the one thing right now I'm starting to be addicted to is Overwatch. You can expect a lot of Overwatch videos soon and streams and all that kind of stuff. I'm starting to be really addicted to Overwatch. Is it better than D1? In my opinion, no. I think D1 was one of the most fun shooters I ever played. I could say I could have said fuck it a long time ago. I could have said fuck it a long time ago. But D1 just captured my love. Like, you know what I mean? Like I loved playing shooters since the 90s. I played shooters. I played shooters since 64, even before that on PC with Wolfenstein and Doom. I've been playing shooters for years. GoldenEye, Turok, name it. You can go far. Perfect Dark. You can go far, and I played pretty much every shooter. But the one that just stole my heart was Destiny 1. But D2, in my opinion, it's not all bad. It's just the grind is not there. That's the main thing that Bungie needs to work with right now, is putting in special events, hitting quests like the Outbreak Prime quests, the same 14 quests, Secure Shell quests. All those things were really great, but we need more of those. We need more of those to bring back those hardcore grinding players to the game. Another thing, like, there's 3 points right now that Bungie needs to really hit on the nugget, and that the first one is grind. We need more stuff. The second one, I say core gameplay in Crucible. We need more of those sniper plays, shotgun plays. We need more of those hand cannon, crispy triples and triple feeds and all that kind of stuff. And we need more of those super, oh my god, he's in a 1v4. What's going to happen? He pops Storm. Boom, boom, boom. Eliminates the full team. Okay. That's super awesome. That's a sec. We need more Crucible hero moments. That's the second, I'd say. And then the third one, we just need a little bit more, how should I say, like, from Bungie. We need more of these sandbox changes. We need more often of those. Yeah, they say they listen to us, and I applaud, because technically right now, I think they're doing a great job, like, answering us on Twitter, all that kind of stuff. I think they woke up, because, like, if they weren't woke up before D2 now, I think they were a little bit scared the last couple months. And I think they're listening to us right now. But the one thing is, we're not game makers. If there is some game makers that watch my channel, hey, I'm happy, alright? But it's a lot harder than what it seems. It's a lot harder than what it seems. Creating a video game is not easy. They did create a video game, and they did make these decisions, in my opinion, that were poor compared to D1. There was nothing wrong with shotguns and snipers and fusions in D1. Let me make this correctly clear. The reason why they were so strong and overused in D1 is because the lack of primary that were great. In D1, year 1, primaries were one of the most used things. Snipers also. Why? Because they were all strong. Red Death, Hot Moon, Torn. All these exotics were strong. Exotics were worth, like, more than legendaries. Then in year 2, it changed a little bit. It was more like leaning a little bit more towards, like, Hawksaws, and it still was there, but it wasn't as much. And then in year 3, they literally nerfed all our primaries and blamed it on the reason, shotguns and snipers are too strong. They nerfed snipers right off the bat, and then 6 months after, they nerfed shotguns to the ground. And then they took away all our specials, and guess what? People just went to the next thing. Wormwoods, icebreakers, things like that. People want to eliminate their players, their enemies, fast. That's the whole gig. That's the whole point of playing a multiplayer. You want to eliminate your enemy as fast as you can to eliminate more of them. That's what you want to do. But in D2, we're locked, pretty much. We're locked. And that's the thing that sucks. That's the thing that sucks. And people say, shotguns and snipers were OP in D1. No, they were strong and they were valuable. They were special weapons. There's a reason why Gjallarhorn was a lot stronger than snipers and shotguns. Gjallarhorn was a heavy. Shotguns and snipers were special. They were special engagement battle weapons. But the primaries were strong in D1. Until the year 3 where they fucked everything up pretty much and no primaries were strong. And then people were crying out for a primary meta. They wanted primaries to be good again. They didn't want our snipers and shotguns and fusion rifles to be down into the ground. That's where I think Bungie made poor decisions. They might have not understood the community as well, but that's the thing I don't understand. After 3 years of talking with community and having a strong streamer market, how can you make these decisions and end up with this? I just don't understand it. But anyways, that's for another video. But in my opinion, Bungie kind of like, I think right now they're in a little bit of a shitter, and they're going to start fixing shit. I have a feeling that by the time like the big expansion there in October comes out, I think we're going to get like another Taken King situation where oh my god, so much people come back to the game because they did all this changes. But is it gonna be too late? I don't know. I don't know. At the end of the day, we'll have to wait and see. We can't tell. We can't tell right now. You know. But at least we got a clear roadmap of what's coming. But we need more of those three things I just pointed out. We need more. We need more talks with Bungie. We need more those sandbox changes. Not every 6 months. Do it every 2 months. Take a leap. Take a chance. That's the thing. I think Bungie kind of like lost at the end of D1. I think they were afraid of like nerfing things in D2 and like breaking things like they did in D1, because these weapons are not like a M16 you'll find in Call of Duty. They're weapons in the future where they have lasers, they have poisons, they have this and that, and arc and solar burns, and you know, they have special perks where it's a little bit hard to tune to get a balancing in the Crucible, in the multiplayer market, you know. But I think Bungie eventually might get it, you know, but is it going to be too late? I don't know. At the end of the day, we'll have to wait and see. But we need those three things. We need the grind, we need the multiplayer core gameplay to be there again, and then the third, we need sandbox changes every 2 months. We need that sandbox changes to make sure that the game doesn't go stale and people come back. If there's no grind, if the game is fun to play, and it's fun to stream, people are still going to play it. If there's no grind, at least people will wait it out to every DLC to play the new stuff. But we need those sandbox changes to come a little bit more often, and we need the Crucible to be fun. Crucible for multiplayer is a bread and butter. It's what people go to play between content. When the content is dry, people go to play that. But we need more of these three things. I'm sorry if I ramble. This video is long enough. I'm going to end it right now. If you guys like these type of videos from my part and all that kind of stuff, just let me know. I'd like to know in the comment section what you guys like about these videos. If you want to see some more often of these like opinionative videos and commentaries, all that kind of stuff. If you want to see more of those, please let me know in the comment section, and I'll be glad to do them more and more often if so. But yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, I'll let you guys have yourselves a marvelous day. And as always, I appreciate your viewership, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Please thunder snipe that like button and cloak yourselves out of here. Peace out.